Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan. If you didn't know, now you know. And you may have determined by the title, we are back to basics. And in this one, we're going to discuss air dry nail glue. I have this one. It's from Savvyland, and we're going to be putting on some new nails. These are from ENail Couture, which is my favorite brand of nail tips. They have a great selection, and I'll leave you links as well as the link for the air dry glue. This is a great option for people who are allergic to gel, and this is a semi-solid glue so that it has a thick gel consistency and it's not runny like a typical air dry nail glue. So let's get into it. I just want to show you what we got here before we peel these off. You may have seen photos of these in the history. Sometimes I don't record things in chronological order, but these are very cute, but it's time for them to go. So this is what I am going to use to remove them. You probably saw it actually in another video, but it is just such a fantastic product. So this is the Savvyland Magic Insta Press-On Nail Removal Pen. Now, my nails are on with gel, but it works fantastic. I actually haven't used it with air dry glue yet. Today, we are going to be putting nails on with air dry glue. This is actually the one we're going to use. It's from Savvyland as well. And it comes with its own remover, but I've never tried it before. The ingredients are different than what's in here. There's only like 3 ingredients in either one, but the main ingredient is different. So I don't really know. But this is the glue we're going to use. Let's start by getting these off though. Typically I would remove the paint just so you can see better, but it's not really necessary. So we'll start clicking this down, get a little bit around here on the edges. So like you want to kind of just find a spot where there's a lift, which may not be the easiest thing to do because these haven't been on a super long time. There's one. Yeah, once you can get it up a little bit, you push this button and shove some of that fluid up under there, and it just starts to peel loose. Put that under there. See about getting some over here. It's like going everywhere. Oh yeah. Got up under that one a little bit. Let's get this one. We're going to be taking off both hands because we're going to replace them both. And they're going to be different shapes, but you guys are probably already aware that I like to have different hands. A little bit hard to control once you get over here to the end. Let's get some under there. There we go. Alright, let's come back to this first one. See if we can't go ahead and get this to work its way off. You know, last time I did this, I didn't have near this amount of trouble. I wonder if it's because I put these on for long wear not very long ago, but these broke, so they're short, and so that's really the motivation for taking them off all the way, just because I want longer nails. I had actually intended originally to wear them a lot longer. These ones have, no, I think I put them on at the same time. I was gonna say they've been longer, but no. Having the paint on here makes it hard to see what's going on. Let's put some underneath. Might as well do these too. Oh man, my hand wasn't even in the camera. You can see it peeling up. It's just kind of hanging out in the middle. Gotta rub this oil in there. Both the sides are up. It's just that metal trying to hang on for dear life. Well, there went the paint. It's not necessarily helpful though. So we can see it's just right here that it doesn't want to let go. There we go. Done. It's like a little chunk of glue left down there. I'm gonna have to buff that off. Hopefully these other ones come off easier. Oh yeah, I think I came at it from this angle. Probably should have cut these down because they're like hanging out on the free edge. But I didn't have to do this before. There we go. That one's off. And more glue down there at the end. Interesting. I think this top coat that I put underneath it to seal it to the end of my nail has not done me favors. Because like back here, you can see it can lift up just fine, but once it gets up here to this edge, it doesn't really want to let go. Yep, chunky across the end. Let's cut these down. I'm gonna have to file them anyway because they're all messed up. I sure didn't expect this to take this long. I thought these were gonna come off super quick like before, but I don't remember what kind of nail prep I had on before. Apparently not this good. There we go. It's glacially sliding through here. Whew, we got one hand free. It's certainly gonna need some buffing because there's glue across the end of every one of these. But now I gotta get these guys off. And this one's got these spikes. Let's cut them down though. Now, I don't know exactly how I'm gonna manage this one. These are on here with 4 rhinestones only. Like, it's good on there. I wonder if I can peel the whole layer of paint off because it does have peel off base coat under it. But when you put a bunch of rhinestone adhesive on anyway, it sometimes saturates and doesn't make it that peeling. Ouch. There we go. Let's put that in my pile of trash. All these spikes I'm gonna have to clean up. Now we can cut it down. I was kind of hoping I'd be able to get these off without ruining this one so that I could keep it, but clearly that is not what happened here. Ah yes, these seem to be on quite well also. Let's work on getting these off. This one's coming easier than the other hand, so that's good. Slowly, it's debonding. Finally. Yeah, glue. Glue, glue, glue. Damn, finally. Big old thick piece stuck over here. One more. My overhead camera's gonna die. This is taking so long. Dang, this oil keeps splashing in my face. I got so much of it going, I think. Shit, finally. I have got oil everywhere. See if we can knock these little bits of glue off of the ends. We don't need anything strong. This is a really worn out file. Alright, I'm gonna have to wash these and then we're gonna have to clean them up, but my hands are so oily. We're gonna take a little break while I clean all this up. Alright, so I got my hands washed and I got the nails prepared, put some base coats on here. All across the end of my fingers, I'm sure you can see they're all red from where I had to fight it to get it loose on the end. So that's gonna be something I have to grow out. That's the craziest thing because it took 40 seconds to remove a nail when I used it here recently. And then this time it took me an hour to get all of those off. So I guess nail prep matters, or the time you have it on there matters, because I can't really remember what I had on before those. Anyway, probably just gonna return to my steamer machine, which works much faster and with a whole lot less difficulty. But whenever. So again, we are going to use this Saviland. It says UV free. That's because it's air dry nail glue. Says here lasts up to 30 days. I sure hope not. I don't wear my nails that long. I'm going to read this to you because you're not going to be able to see it if I try and show it to you. It says clean the nail surface carefully, especially nail surface oil should be got rid of. Apply Saviland UV free nail glue into nail tip. Cover nails with nail tip filled with nail glue. Press the nail tips and hold for 60 seconds. Let air dry for 2 minutes. Our ingredients in here are ethyl cyanoacrylate, polymethyl methacrylate, castor oil, vitamin E, and lithyl Rubin BK. Anyway, cyanoacrylate is super glue. So any nail ingredients that you are using, and it says that that's what it is. So like dip base coat, super glue. Nail glue, super glue. It's all the same stuff. They just have other ingredients too. But don't get it twisted. Let's open this up and see what the tip is. It's a precision tip. And why is this so blurry? There. Yes. So that's what we've got going there. I'm gonna close that for now though. Let me show you the nails we've picked. These are from ENail Couture. Both sets are actually, but these are the edge shape. If you're not familiar with them, they were limited edition. I don't know if they're still available on the site or not, but they were the gold label. And they look like this. They've got like this and then shape. They're super, 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 super long. They come with really large beds. You can use these as like a dual form and then peel it off, or you can use it as a straight up nail tip. They claim to be soft gel, and if in fact they are, that's probably gonna make it hard to peel them off, but you could do like a lazy girl situation. I just leave mine on, but obviously I can't start with this size. And I'm not gonna keep it that length because that's outrageous. I don't wear my nails that long. I can't even function with nails that long. Let's see here. Yeah, even that one is still too big. Let's try one more over. Yes, that is looking much better. Let me zoom in. So yeah, all the way down. All the way down. That's the size we're gonna go with for the thumb. I think it says it's a size 4. So if that tells you anything, because typically I use like the 0. Okay, so I've got my sizes mostly picked out, but this is the smallest one. I don't know why it just doesn't really get quite small enough. So this one we're gonna have to do a bit of a modification with a little bit of a pinching so that it'll get small enough. But we can make it work. And like realistically, we're cutting most of that off. It's gonna be down here. So that will be that hand. And we have another box. So these are the Sculpture Coffin Long. And that's what we're gonna put on this hand. And so this one would be the 0, and it is the biggest size. And they are also too big for me. These are the black label. They also run with large sizes, so if you're a larger nail bed person, the black label is a good label for you. They have them in natural and sculpture, but with a C-curve, I prefer the sculpted ones. All right, so like this is a size 1, and if I push it down and keep it kind of centered, I think it fits pretty well, but if I slide it over to the edge, you can see that there is a small gap. So like it's either pinch this so that it fits better or have a slight gap. And I don't like having to make that decision. That's not how I wanted to do it. They do say always go with the bigger one, so I probably just will to be on the safe side. But I don't like them to look so wide. I guess that'll be okay. It's not like I'll be able to get it on straight and terrible at that. Let's compare them in length. Oh yeah. The full length of the coffin is just to the bend of that one, but we're gonna shorten that. Let's put that one on that side. We've got those as well, and here's what I want to do. So we are gonna thin these cuticles because they're kind of thick. And the way I do that is I just take a hand file and just kind of go around the edges like this. And then that just thins them out a little bit so they're more seamless when you go to apply them. That's all. All right, and then this is what it'll look like when you've got that cuticle thinned out. That just makes it more seamless so that it can kind of shove up under the edge. All right, we're gonna start with this hand first because this is the more normal of the shapes, and so I feel like if I put these on first, I'll have a easier time putting the other ones on, as opposed to if I put the complicated shape on and then try to do these. So let's just have a look-see. If we get that pushed back, that's gonna look pretty good. Now my problem is getting them on straight because I can't ever see what I'm doing because I hold it up here, but we're gonna do the best we can. Let's get our glue. Now, you do want to take into consideration how much space you're going to have this way. These are contoured so they curve higher in the C. Let's see if you can see that. So you want to make sure you put enough in there to fill that up. So I'm just going to kind of do like that. Put a little bit towards the sides. I don't like to go all the way down the sides because it's going to squish that way anyway, and actually this seems like way too much. But I don't think it can just take it and put it in here. I don't think that's how it's going to work. We're going to do the best we can. Put it down, slide it back, and roll it forward with pressure. And then you want to kind of stop when you get to the front. Maybe it's not a horrible amount of too much, but it is overhanging a little bit, and it's probably going to take a lot longer to dry because there is so much of it. But I'm going to stay just like this while we wait. Okay, it's been 60 seconds that I've been holding this. I can feel that it is drying. It does say to hold it for 60 seconds. As you can see, we've got a little bit of excess under there, but I'm just going to let it be. If I go to try and scrape it out, it's just gonna get gross. So we'll deal with that after. But I didn't get air bubbles, so that's nice. It does say it's gonna take a full 2 minutes though to get dry, so I'm gonna try not to bang it as we put these other ones on. Yeah, this guy next. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do it a little bit neater. We'll just do like the 3 little lines method. All right, put it on, slide it back, roll it forward to the edge. Now we count 60 Mississippis. All right, 60 Mississippis for that one. It's also feeling good. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the rest of this hand on real quick, and I'll be back. Okay. So I got these on. They are not dry yet though, especially that one because I just got it, because you can see when I move under here that the glue still moves. Once it's super dry and solid, I'll be able to clean that out under there. But that's what we've got for that hand. Now we gotta do this hand. Let's get up on it so you can see. And we're gonna put this guy over here like this. Pardon me if it's a little bit blurry. The darn thing don't like to adjust automatically for some reason when I move the levels. But I'm gonna make sure this is nice and pinched and rolled so that it is on there tight. Now, look how crooked that would be if I just went ahead and stuck that on. I'm not good at getting my nails on straight, especially these thumbs. That one's too far the other way. It's so hard to tell. I mean, that seems straight. We're gonna try and do a good job. We'll try. This bottle, the finish is so slippery. All right. Does that look straight? I feel like maybe it does. All right, let me count 60 seconds. Okay. This one I had to go ahead and hold down with my other hand and clean up under here because it was just like running all to one side. And so that would have been a huge thick bit to clean up. So it is what it is. I think it's relatively straight. Let's move to the next one. On to the next one. Da, 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 da. Yeah, just like that. Try and get this one on straight too. Pushing it all the way back, rolling it forward. 60 seconds. All right, that one's on there too. It's like a sword. It's hilarious. But we're gonna do the same thing. I am going to put the other three on and then I'll come right back. All right, we've got these on. Look at these weapons. They look crazy. Obviously, I'll be cutting them down. Now, I was looking at it, and I think to make them match as much as possible, you can see there's these lines on here. I'm going to try and go for this back line, and that's where we're going to put the length at, but I'm probably not going to go at that steep of an angle. I don't think that's what I want. I think I'm going to do more of a, like that type angle. But, gotta let these dry a little while. Yeah, see, that's crazy long. So, let's talk real quick about the glue. So the whole point of this video was to put on full cover nail tips with glue, air dry glue. So you can use this if you're doing press-ons that are opaque. You can use this if you're doing clear ones, just like I am right now. You can use this if you are allergic to gel and so you don't want to go through that process and you want to do something that is air dry. This is an option. They do have liquid nail glues, of course. I prefer the gel ones just because I feel like they fill in better. However, they do have a bit more of a cleanup sometimes. There's a lot of glue under here. I definitely overestimated the amount that I would need. And so now I have to do it like this. But that's okay. It's still wet for some reason. I don't know about the other hand because I haven't even tried to do this over there. But I'm going to have to do some hellacious cleanup where I'm scraping this out. It is just smushing it all on my finger. At least I don't have that going on the other hand. There are lots of brands that make these semi-solid nail glues that are air dry. I have a few. The first one I ever tried was from Curve Life, which is available on Amazon. And then I got one from Makartt, which is also available on Amazon. And then I got the Savvyland one, also available on Amazon. How convenient. I will try and leave you some links to some air glue options. I don't know if they're all still available. Dang, this one is actually still wet too. I'm surprised. It's a whole hand ago. Yeah, so I'll try and put you some links in the description. So if this is something that you would be interested in, if you think it would be beneficial, you can go ahead and grab you some. But if you prefer gel, obviously that's totally fine. This isn't going to give you an allergy though, hypothetically. I mean, I guess if you become allergic to acrylates in general, it could be because it is a cyanoacrylate. But typically, this one's more of a respiratory irritant, which is why the dip liquid is so problematic because you're breathing the fumes in. Now, if you get all up on this glue bottle, yes, you can smell it, but like, why would you do that? Keep your face off of it. That'll avoid that problem. That one was mostly dry, so it wasn't that easy. And I barely had any spillage on this one, of all. But that is the nails. I'm gonna have to really get up under there when they're good and dry, but I'm afraid if I do too much that I'm gonna push them up where they're actually connected, and we definitely don't want to cause separation. I was gonna go ahead and do all the shaping and stuff in this video, but it's just gonna make it take so much longer. So I think what I'm gonna do is just insert some photos of what they look like when they're short. I'm not gonna paint them right away because that's gonna be for a different video, but I'll do that. I'll go ahead and stick a couple of photos in here of each hand so that you can see how they kind of ended up with the shape at the end. But thank you so much for watching my video, especially if you made it here to the end. If you did, leave me one of the little nails emojis. Definitely do consider joining my channel membership so you can partake in the exclusive members only perks. Yes, members only perks. Definitely do be subscribed at the very least so you're not missing my content. And if you did like this video, hit the like button. The algorithm thanks you, and so do I. We do fun stuff here and sometimes over on my socials, so make sure you're following those. Sometimes I post things over there that I don't get to post over here. But that's all the things. Check out my links in the description. There's discount codes, there are brands, there are shopping links, all kinds of stuff. Go have a look, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.